let me know when to not do something. So I'm just feeling ready to go.
So you can do everything? You hit everybody else?
I guess what have you been able to do kind of building up to getting cleared? What have you been able to do through the summer?
Just really being more vocal, starting to try to be a leader, and just talking to guys, letting them know what we do and how we run our program.
Rise, how are you doing health-wise? You back up 100%?
I haven't been all the way cleared yet, but to be in good time within the next couple of weeks or so, I'm getting really close. I'm doing a lot more things every day, so I'm getting close to it.
What's this offseason been like for you in terms of having to deal with that? Still trying to
Yeah, it's been different, because it's something I never really had to deal with before, but I've had a good support system with the coaches and the training, to guide me through it, and I've been doing a good job with that, I feel like.
Ken, who needs to step up as a leader? Is there, last year you obviously had Yogi. Who will take that role, that leadership role this year?
I think it's still evolving. I think coaches' expectations are for everyone to lead, and I think they do it in their own way. As James had mentioned, he wants to continue to be more vocal. I think Rob needs to continue to be more vocal. You see Thomas's passion and energy, and I think he has channeled that into being more of a leader and trying to teach the new guys and that type of thing. So I would say the older guys were very player-driven, and we need to continue to be that way, and I think they do a great job, all of them, of interacting with the new guys that are here.
James, what was the draft process like for you? Where were you going? Who did you talk to? Was it over like?
Really, I just got the idea from the coach, talked to about 4 teams, like Minnesota, Indiana, teams like that, and I just got good feedback from it, and it was a plus.
What's, I guess, maybe the lasting line of feedback that, was there any consistent feedback that you got from all 4?
Really just stay healthy and keep working.
OG, how's this off-season different than the off-season leading into your freshman year?
I'm just more used to everything, understanding what's going on and how we do things here.
What specifically is easier now than what's
Just all the work.
We heard about all the weight you put on. So how much have you put on?
Honestly, like 5 pounds.
Really?
5 pounds?
I was like 25 pounds.
I thought it was close to it.
Now that you guys have Freddie and Duran on campus and in practice, what's it been like, going up against them and just having them in practice now?
Well, they're both like competitors, and that's what we do here. Duran, he always asks questions. Freddie's always ready to go, so they're 2 guys that I feel like they fit real well with us.
How some of those backcourt guys been doing? Just the newcomers.
They've been doing good, listening to what the coaches ask. They're great players, scorers, facilitators, so I'm putting them on too.
Coach Buckley, with what Yogi meant to this program and the role he had on the court last year, is there going to be an adjustment period for these guys playing without him this year at all?
Well, Yogi was here when we took the job in 2008, or at least it seemed that way. He'd been here so long, and he'd been playing as a starter since he got on campus. Obviously, we'll be different, and at the same time, you don't make up for a guy of that caliber with one guy. You make up for it with your team. We'll have better ball movement, even better ball movement this year. We'll have even better cutting. Obviously, we're going to continue to get better and better at feeding the post because we've got guys that can really spread out the post down there. And not only post guys, but also perimeter guys that can go there. I think we've got a lot of interchangeable parts. Maybe we don't necessarily have that one guy like Yogi that would just completely break you down off the dribble and make those plays, but everybody's building toward that, and at the same time we want to stick to being a really good passing team and playing good team basketball.
Tim, defensively, what's the key for you guys to kind of sustain what you started last year?
I think number one, getting good shots and taking care of the basketball, because that allows you to get back and get your defense set. Then I think we have to be solid I think that we've got a lot of interchangeable parts, and we've got a lot of guys that can guard a lot of different positions. So if we can keep people out of the paint, make them take challenge shots, rebound the ball, and then push the ball up the floor and attack on the offensive end, I think we can be a very good defensive team. We're always focusing on the fundamentals and the details, and I think we keep getting better and better at that. And I also think that our collective intent as a team defensively has gotten so much better over the past year. We're going to continue to build on that.
Robert talked about not being cleared yet or whatever. How many guys still have limitations right now in individual workouts for you?
I'm not sure about a lot of the other guys. There's a couple other guys that are dealing with injuries, obviously, but I'm not sure as far as, that timeline of when they'll be back and things like that.
I meant it was for you.
Yeah, but for the most part, though, it's, certain guys can't have contact or things like that, but to me, it hasn't seemed like anybody's been injured the way these guys have worked and the way their mentality has been. Rob and James are just two guys that you have to back them off. You don't have to push them out on the court to get them to go back out there. You've got to back them off, which is always refreshing and rewarding. But I think Coach has done a terrific job of navigating around that and working the groups together. I think everybody's progressing the way that they need to. We should be in pretty good shape as we get closer to the season starting.
How about, I guess, Colin, come along with that for any of you? I know he had the injury early, but also just talking about leadership. He's the senior in this group now. It's kind of his last year. Just kind of how has he stepped up maybe in that regard?
Well, I think he's been a lot more vocal for one. We had guys last year like Yogi, Nick, that would step up and make sure certain things were being said. And I think, he's doing a good job with that, and also just showing the young guys how the culture is and how we do it.
Coach, how did Juwan Morgan recover from surgery, and how's he doing now?
He recovered very well. I would say that he's on track to where he's supposed to be at this point in time. And he's become another guy, a lot like OG. Those guys are positionless. They're just basketball players. And not only do they have the ability to guard a lot of different positions, they're able to handle the ball. I think at one point in time at the end of the season, Juwan was kind of a backup point guard with where we were with injuries and how we played guys. And he's stretched his game now. He's really shooting the three very well. And he's another one of those guys you got to back him off because you know that he wants to get back and he wants to get in the mix again. But he's progressed very well.
Besides this, the strength and conditioning aspect, what's the biggest change maybe in Thomas from the end of the season until now?
I would say that his perimeter skills have really improved. He's done a much better job of playing more athletically, where he's getting down, he's dropping his hips, and he's being more explosive. And he continues to work on that daily. As I said before, I think he's really channeled that energy into more of a leadership role, where he's trying to do more teaching and helping guys that need instruction. And I think that he's made the natural progression that you expect. And I feel like he's very comfortable being here and being that type of guy.
For a guy that I guess plays with as much emotion as he does, what does that look like when he does kind of channel that into the leadership and maybe being more of an example?
Well, and these guys can speak to that too. I just think that it helps when somebody who's doing it helps instruct or says, here's how I try to do this, or why don't you try it this way? And then you can not only see him do it, but then he's also telling you how to do it. I think what he does a really good job of when we're in drill work where we set up game-like situations in our drills, he's in line and he's talking to the guy either behind him or directly in front of him before they take their rep, just giving them reminders or different points that they need to look at before they go ahead and they go through the drill.
James, is there any sort of chip on your shoulder coming into this year, having been cut off and go through this year? How hungry are you to get back?
Definitely. I think when the season comes, a lot of people will see.
In what way? How do you think that can manifest itself?
Just because this is what I do, when it's taken away from you for a while, you get hungry.
I mean, you sat for 3 full months and had to watch it. What did you learn in that 3 months watching?
Well, I went through it before, and when I was out, I learned a lot by watching my teammates, watching film, and just seeing the game, seeing it through a different way.
You know, I learned a lot watching James because I think that physically he did all the things you need to do to recover from that type of injury, but I don't think you can discount his mental attitude and how he carried himself and how he kept persevering and never felt sorry for himself. I think it's a great example for our team, and he was really excited for our team to do as well as we did because he knows full well, and we do also, that if James had played, we would have even been better than we were. And I think that's going to make us a better team this season, having watched him go through something that was very tough and then see how he's come out.
And all the players talk about, you have a very intriguing non-conference schedule, including the opener you play Kansas. Just how pumped are you guys to playing games like that? Anybody? Or all three? Or nobody?
Well, I'd say we're definitely, excited to be playing, the caliber of teams like that. Especially with the type of season we had last year. We just want to, to continue to build on that, and just get better and better. So we'll definitely be excited when the season starts.
I feel like it's good that we get to start off playing those teams out the gate to measure where we're at, and I think that we'll be ready.
I think one thing too, when you look at non-conference schedules as a whole, as we do as coaches and the basketball program, everyone expects you to play the best of the best all the time. But if you really look at last year's schedule, because of some of the teams that we played, it allowed guys like Ryan Burton to play some minutes in those games, and Ryan helped us beat Rutgers at Rutgers initially when James got hurt. And had we only played the best of the best before we got to conference play, I don't know that Ryan would have been able to contribute in that way. And I think it gave him some confidence, and he obviously helped us throughout the season. And I think even OG, as OG started to get acclimated to college basketball at the Big Ten level, I think that helped him as well too. So we look at each game for what it is, and then we try to build on each one. And we want it to prepare us for the Big Ten season, which is always a tough grind, and then also for the NCAA tournament if we're fortunate enough to make that.
We obviously haven't seen Newkirk shooting around games yet, obviously, but how have you seen him maybe develop as a shooter? I know the numbers fell off a little bit as a sophomore. I mean, how have you seen him kind of work on that shooting form and maybe get back to where he was as a freshman?
We feel like he's really shot the ball well, and obviously these guys shoot with him a lot more than we can. And I think it's just a matter of transferring those makes in Cook Hall to Assembly Hall